What is up, YouTube? It's your boy Wokey Bucks, and I'm back again with another video. We will be doing a reaction video today on Kevin Samuels' reaction, right, to a woman basically telling him that because she's a single mother with 2 children, right, having an average job, average woman, that she deserves a 6-figure man. We're going to hear what he has to say about it, and we're going to give you my honest reactions. But before this video starts, I need y'all to go subscribe to the channel at Wokey Bucks, WOKEEBUKS. Tap the notification bell to get all the latest videos that I post. But without further ado, let's get into this video. Y'all gonna see the screen recording pop up on the screen in a couple of seconds, but let's get into it, man.
I honestly want a 6-figure guy, is what I'm realizing.
And ma'am, and that's my point. You ladies all feel like, listen, you ladies all feel like you're the exception to the rule. And then when someone like myself comes along and gives you a dose of reality, instead of just accepting it, it's like, yeah, but I'm special. You don't know any men on this level that are not your father, that aren't related to you. That means you don't know these men. You don't know where to go get them. You don't know what they want. But you're still saying, pick me. They don't want mid-30-year-old baby mamas. I'm trying to be polite, man, but they don't want those.
Can I ask you a question?
Did you hear what I said?
Yes.
Why is that so? Okay, go ahead.
Why is it so?
Go ahead.
From my point of view, I feel like I get what you're saying. They do have better options, but also those better options are younger girls. Those younger girls don't necessarily 20-year-olds are not necessarily attracted to 45-year-olds.
Bullshit.
All right, so I just want to ask this one question. Who told you, and I'm addressing the woman, right? Who told you that 20-year-old women are not attracted to 45-year-old men? Right? If you're talking about the average 20-year-old being attracted to the average 45-year-old men, right, or average 45-year-old man, that's a different story. I can see where you're coming from, right? But one of the main reasons why younger women are attracted to older men is because older men have status. We're relating this to the situation where you're talking about you want a man that's making 6 figures, a high-value man that is probably not going to be in his 20s early, but you might start seeing it when he obviously levels up and he's in his 30s and 40s. Are you telling me that younger women that are in their 20s or even their late teens that see a 40-year-old man are not going to be attracted to him because of his status, let alone who he is as a person, if they mess with his personality, right? Come on now, stop lying to yourself. The thing you have to understand is that more high-value men that are in their 30s and 40s don't want to mess with women that are that same age because they understand that women at that age either have children, either are a baby mother, which is basically the same thing, right? Well, you can be a mother and still be with the husband or the father, or you could be a baby mother, right? But in majority of the situation, at least in this situation specifically, she's a baby mother. So you're basically used up. Nobody's gonna want you the same way that they would want you if you didn't have children, right? Another thing you have to also understand is that a woman that's in her 30s, or a woman that I would say, yeah, definitely in her 30s, has a lot of experiences, has gone through so many experiences where it's like, it's hard for her to be able to be molded by that man that is high value into the woman that he wants her to become, right? So these are the main reasons why it's harder for a man that's around your age caliber to be able to go after you, especially if you're a single mother and you're a baby mom, right? You got to see this. But let's continue, man.
Shit. I'm 51 and I can't beat him off with a stick. That's another one on you lies. No, younger women are attracted to older men. What are you talking about?
So can you see me?
Yes, I can.
Okay. So do you feel like a woman like me?
Uh-huh. What would you rank yourself on a scale from 1 to 10? You cannot use 7.
Would I rate myself?
Just your face.
My face when I wake up 5, but when I put myself together 6.
Okay. And how tall are you?
5'5".
Dress size.
I'm sorry,
Your dress size.
a 3.
Okay. So that makes you, if you give yourself a 5, that's average.
Yes.
So average looking women tend not to get high earning men. They tend to get average men.
So
I mean, stop right there. Stop right there. Stop right there. Breathe and digest. You're 35 years old and you can look around and see the world. You don't tend to see higher earning men with average looking women off rip. If you do see them, they got their average looking woman when they were both really young and he built his way up. But a man earning the kind of money you're talking about does not go for an average looking woman.
I mean, my body is not average, so
But you're
This is crazy. Yeah, y'all obviously just heard what she said, in the sense that she basically just said that her body's not average, right? Women, women are delusional. That's the one thing I want to make you guys understand, especially as men that are high value. You have to understand that women are delusional, right? Women, the way they rationalize their thoughts and their actions, it's not coming from a sense of logic. It comes from a sense of emotion, right? The way they feel in that moment. You want a man to believe that you are up to his caliber or level because of your body not being average. So let's say that your body is above average, right? You want to use your body to overcompensate because you don't have any other values that are worthy enough for him to be able to have you come into his life, right? You don't have any other values or any other important values for you to be able to come into his life. But if roles are reversed and the man were in a similar situation like you, single father, has a couple of children, and you were a high value woman, you wouldn't even give the man the time of day because he's not established, right? You got to think about these scenarios and understand what the truth is for what it is. Another situation is that you're using your body to overcompensate because of the values that you lack, but you still want a 6-figure man, right? And you want the man to be completely honest with you. And more likely than not, right, if we're talking about average men in this situation, the average man is just going to want to have sex with you. And what you'll tell the average man is that I'm just not looking to have sex only, right? And you make it seem like the man is just interested in only sex, right? Because of your body being above average, right? But y'all as women won't even come out and say the truth about what y'all really want in a man. But you'll play it off and make it seem like a personality counts, but you're not going to come out and talk about how you're hypergamous and how you're looking for the money majority of the situation, how you're looking for a dude with status, right? A dude that's already built, because you don't want to build with a man. You want a man that's already established, right? So let's just be honest here. Stop lying. Just be completely honest. You're using your body to overcompensate because of the all other values that you lack. But that makes you entitled because you're not willing to work towards being able to get that same status as a 6-figure man. So at least if you're a 6-figure making woman, then you know you deserve somebody who's at your caliber. But you are a lower value woman and you believe you deserve a higher value man. That is the main difference between a man and a woman. A man can know that he's a 7, right, on a rating scale of 1 to 10 based off of looks, and knows that he doesn't deserve anything higher than a 7 until he levels up. But a woman can be that same rating, a 7, but believe she deserves a 10 because of all the validation and all the compliments and all the non-sexual attention that all these simps give her in society. We got to wake up. Let's continue.
ma'am, you please don't make me say it.
say what? I really just wanted some advice. I love your
I'm
stuff.
giving you advice, but you're not taking it. The
I'm
advice is, ma'am, you're average looking at best.
I'm taking it in, but
Okay, but you're not accepting the fact that, okay, average looking women, average looking woman who's older, average looking older woman with a 13-year-old son, average looking woman with a 13-year-old son with a sketchy baby daddy. This gets worse every time I say something. And now you're asking for a man who's in the top 10% of men. You don't qualify for one.
All right, so let's basically address what he's talking about. She's a 35-year-old woman, baby mother, right? Her son is 13 years old. Baby father's apparently nowhere to be found. She probably chased him off because the government basically supports her trying to be quote unquote strong and independent, right? By encouraging the father to be paying child support while the government pays her with welfare, supporting the nonsense, right? For all you know, this woman probably even does OnlyFans too, but still believes that a man should be able to take care of her, no matter whether she's strong and independent, and feels entitled to believing that she deserves a six-figure man. What other values than your body do you have to offer in this man's life and his lifestyle? This man, Kevin Samuels, is being honest with you, right? Telling you that you look average at best because let's say that you might not be his preference in regards to the way you look. You also didn't help your situation, right? By not taking care of yourself, by not taking care of your health, right? By deciding to have children at an earlier age, when you need to understand by having children at an earlier age, you are decreasing your sexual market value. So when a man of higher status, a man that's making more money sees you, he's not going to want you because you have way too much baggage. Why should he want you when you have way too much baggage? But a woman that's over there on the other side of the corner, that's higher value because first and foremost, she takes care of herself. She doesn't have any children. She doesn't have as much baggage as you. Why would he not want to pick her? And then your excuse is that, 20-year-old women don't like 45. Are you kidding me? That's the problem. Women don't hold themselves accountable to the truth. Let's continue this video, man.
And you're making, I don't want to have to go there, but when you put in all these other factors, why can't you just get a man that's an average guy?
Sometimes I feel like in order to fully submit, I have to feel like he's in.
Well, then you're gonna die alone. How about that? Let me just cut to the chase, ma'am. You can feel like what you want to, but women like you die alone, straight up, because you think you're better than the men that you qualify for. And the only reason, honestly, ma'am, that I can see a woman like yourself really thinking you deserve more is because you earn more money than most people around you in North Carolina. But if your ass worked at the post office, you would not think so highly of your opportunities. And that's the reality. Men don't care about your money. Not the kind of men that you want. We don't care about your money. It ain't ours. We care about the fact that you are older and you got kids. And you're average. And your reality of your life has showed you that. You don't have the kind of men that you want knocking on your door trying to find you. See, what we've done in this country, this world, is we've told women like yourself that you can have it all, and you got a Prince Charming who's 6 feet tall, six-figure income, jawline, all this other kind of stuff. And I'm sorry, man. No. Most people get average people, especially average people. And you're an average person. I mean, let's be real. You're not running Microsoft. You got a pet grooming business. You've been making 6 figures for the last 3 years. Okay. But if I looked at you and I took all that off of you, all the eyelashes and all the hair, what do you look like under there?
I mean, I look the same. I'm just.
No, you don't. Because if you did, you wouldn't have all that on.
I'm sorry.
No, you don't. You don't look the same because if you did, you wouldn't have all that on.
So, what is your advice for
Okay.
women that?
All right. I'll tell you my advice, man, because you're not listening to me. This is why I always recommend you need therapy. Because you seem like a sweet woman, but you don't. But you're not getting it.
You're being so mean.
I'm not being. Don't tell me I'm being mean. Well, I'm about to be mean. I get tired of you broads telling me I'm being mean because you cannot handle the goddamn truth. You called my show on a day that you ain't even supposed to be here, and I honored the call and sat here and tried to help you. And I'm telling me I'm being mean. Get the fuck out of my phone. I'm tired of y'all doing this shit.
Yikes! I can see why that video went viral, but at the end of the day, my bad. Anyway, but let's look at the truth in what Kevin Samuels was saying, right? That's the one thing that you got to understand about women as well too. When they're being told the truth, when they're being held accountable for their actions, they can't take the truth because society has shielded them and made them seem that they can feel like they can do whatever they want without any repercussions, right? In majority of the situations. And this woman is being held accountable, but she's looking at it from a sense of emotion and feelings instead of understanding the fact of what he's telling her. At the end of the day, she's a single mother, 13-year-old son, baby father that's nowhere to be found, and she still feels like she deserves a higher value man when she hasn't even done anything to make herself high value. Right? You have to understand the point of the matter. And the thing is that another thing she also mentioned is that she felt like if it's another average man, she feels like she cannot submit to the man unless the man makes more than her, unless the man is of higher status. It shouldn't need to get to that level before you feel like you should be able to submit to the man. That's how you know that submission isn't real, because if that man isn't making that money, you're not going to willingly submit to him. Sometimes it doesn't even have to be the situation that the man makes more money than you. You have to look at it from an aspect that that man can add way much more value than financial aspect or financial value to your life, intellectual, spiritual, masculinity. And the thing is that when we talk about masculinity, we're talking about traditional masculinity in which women in this society shame it and call it toxic because women are moving towards feminism now and believe that they're equal to a man because they're jealous of men and the power they've had over the years, right? But as a man that's a masculine, spiritual alpha, you need to be able to embrace your masculinity and never let another woman shame you. See, in this society, they basically tell us as men that we should not be able to have standards for the way that we want our women, especially once we level up. Women are able to have standards, and they don't speak on that. They don't talk down on that because we live in a matriarchal society. You as a man that's masculine on his journey need to embrace your aura and never let another man, hell, don't even let another woman shame you. Right? Live your life to the fullest. Know what you want in your life, level up, keep working towards it, and go after what you want. So if you understand, it's because you're woke. But if you do not understand, you're not woke. This is going to be the end of this video. If you like this video, make sure you go spam that like button, leave comments, share this video with your friends, subscribe to the channel at Wokeebucks, WOKEEBUKS. Tap the notification button to get all of these videos that I post. Y'all need to start spamming that comment section, man. Leave me a lot of comments. Interact with my videos. I'll interact with y'all. You already know I'm going to respond in an orderly amount of time. Leave me comments. Share this video. Keep leaving comments after comments after comments. I'm going to respond to y'all comments. You feel what I'm saying? Patreon links are going to be down in the description below. Make sure you give that a check. Social media links are also down in the description below, so make sure you give those checks as well. Without further ado, this is going to be the end of this video. This is Wokeebucks, and I'm out, man.